Welcome to the April 2015 edition of Alexander County Now. In this episode, learn more about RockyFest, set for Saturday, May 9th at RockyFest Park. We'll speak with Gary Walker, a local business owner and Sports Hall of Fame member who is spreading his love of running. Royale Komfort Bedding is in the business spotlight. Josh Mitchell will tell us all about Household Hazardous Waste and Shred It Day, set for Saturday, April 25th. Plus, find out what else is happening in Alexander County in April. All this and more in this episode of Alexander County Now. Rocky Face Mountain Recreational Area is quickly becoming the destination for area hikers, rock climbers, and nature enthusiasts. To commemorate the park's 3rd anniversary, Alexander County is planning RockyFest 2015, set for Saturday, May the 9th. The big event is sponsored by Duke Energy, our platinum sponsor, Energy United, our gold sponsor, Craftmaster Furniture, Huntington House Furniture, and Main Avenue Music, our silver sponsors, and by Schneider Mills and SureTape Technologies, our bronze sponsors. RockyFest is sure to have something for everyone. The day begins with the Kurt Barkley 5K and RockyFest 10K and 20K trail races at 8:30 a.m. Registration is currently underway for these running events. Also, there will be children's activities, rock climbing and rappelling, food, arts and crafts, vendors, live music, chainsaw carving, guided nature hikes, a picking tent for unplugged musicians, nature displays, and much more. Most activities will run from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. with the live music from 12 noon until 6 p.m. A mix of traditional and roots music that encompasses folk, blues, contemporary acoustic, country, jazz, and bluegrass. The featured musicians include Thomas Aaron Garlow at 12 noon, J. Patrick Warren at 12:50, Mary Elizabeth at 1:40, The Message at 2:30, The Neighbors at 3:45, and Alexander County's own The Idle Time Band at 5 o'clock. Bring your friends and family and a lawn chair and enjoy the day at RockyFest Park. The parking lot will be closed, however, ample parking will be available at RockyFest Baptist Church and other nearby parking areas. Greenway Public Transportation will transport visitors to and from the event. Vendor applications are currently being accepted through May 3rd. For all the details, visit rockyfacepark.com/RockyFest or call 828-632-1093. For more information about the trail races, visit alexandercountync.gov/events or call Rick French at 828-632-9332. See you at Rocky Face Mountain Recreational Area on Saturday, May the 9th for RockyFest 2015.
In conjunction with Earth Day, the Alexander County Household Hazardous Waste and Shred It Day will take place Saturday, April 25th, 2015 in the County Administration Building parking lot. The purpose of this event is to give county residents an opportunity to dispose of environmentally harmful materials that originate around the home and personal documents in a safe and environmentally friendly manner. Listed below are some of the items that can be disposed of at the HHW Shred It Day. Household cleaners, including drain openers, toilet bowl cleaners, oven cleaners, and disinfectants. Paint products such as latex and oil-based paint, solvents, thinners, shellacs, varnishes, wood preservatives, and sealers. Pesticides, including herbicides, insecticides, and fungicides in the forms of aerosols, liquids, and granular. Miscellaneous items such as acids, bases, kerosene, household batteries, photographic chemicals, fluorescent bulbs, electronics, aerosol cans, pool chemicals, propane gas cylinders, and metallic mercury. Also, any type of personal document for shredding will be accepted. Material will be shredded on site right in front of you. The HHW Shred It Day is free service to the citizens of Alexander County. Businesses are not allowed, with the exception of farmers. They are welcome to dispose of pesticides, including herbicides, insecticides, and fungicides in aerosol, liquid, or granular form, free of charge. Sponsors for the HHW Shred It Day are Alexander County Government, Alexander County Cooperative Extension, and the United States Department of Agriculture. The Alexander County Administration Office is located beside the Senior Center at 621 Lyledown Road. Operating hours are from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturday, April 25th, 2015. For additional information, contact the Alexander County Solid Waste Recycling Department at 632-1101, J. Mitchell at alexandercountync.gov, or Cooperative Extension at 632-4451.
One of the many things we love about Alexander County is the people. Well, Gary Walker is one of those folks who inspires others. An avid runner, he was recently inducted into the county Sports Hall of Fame. Plus, he coaches running to local youth through the Roadrunners Club. Learn more about Gary during this interview. And who knows, he might even inspire you.
I'm Gary Walker, and I went to Taylorsville High School. I was the last graduating class. I was 1970, and graduated from there. And then got out and went into the Army, and then married my wife Karen, and we have 3 children, Daniel, Nathan, and Lydia, and 8 grandchildren. And I own a business, which is Gary Walker Plumbing. And me and my dad, we plumbed for years, but now I've been in the plumbing business for 45 years. Yeah, back in November, I was a great honor bestowed on me. I was inducted into Alexander County Sports Hall of Fame, which I think a great honor when your hometown recognizes maybe some of your accomplishments. And that was when Jack Hope called me one Saturday night and told me. I was very humbled by it and excited all at the same time, so there's a lot of emotions going on with that. In high school, I played football, and we had a good football team, and I talked about that at the Hall of Fame. We had 8-1-1 record and only 28 points scored against us all year. Didn't have but 21 ball players, but we 8 of us went both ways. Then I ran track, and I won the conference championship in the mile run my senior year. My best time in the mile run was 4 minutes and 48 seconds. Most of the time I was around 4:50 to 4:56, right in there, but that was my best time. I've ran, since high school, and I basically ran earlier just to stay in shape. And then I got involved in running some races, and then about 12 years ago, I really got involved in marathon running. I'd ran 3 marathons prior to that, but I got involved with Team in Training. That's a Leukemia Lymphoma Society to raise money for charity. And I got the inkling to try to qualify for Boston at that time. And so the rest is history. I've ran up to this point 41 marathons. Getting ready to run number 42 in 6 weeks at Boston again. Been very fortunate to qualify for Boston. This will be my 10th trip to Boston. And sometimes people don't understand. They think you can just enter the Boston Marathon and run it, but you have to qualify and meet a qualifying time, which when you get to Boston, you got your best marathoners all over the world. In fact, about 20% of the runners there are from other countries, most of the time representing about 100 countries. Okay, locally, we run with a group of a morning. Most of the time that is like Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursday, and we usually do a long run on Saturday. And I know Rick French has had a big part in organizing races, which that takes a lot of hard work and organization. And this year they have a point system. I think there's going to be 10 races locally here in the county, but any race that you run, that's a certified race, you'll get points toward, which I think that's great. And I think that will help people come out and support the local races more because of the point system. Of course, everybody would like to win the point system and get some awards. And we also have through the YMCA, we have a kids running group, which we call the Roadrunners. And now we have kids that used to run, they're as old as juniors in high school now, run cross country and track. And it's exciting to see these kids run, and many of them's doing very, very well. And it's also put something in these kids that they want to continue doing rest of their lives. So when I meet with the Roadrunners, me and Marissa Cooper, and I couldn't do it without her, which she's a very excellent runner. And so I sort of tell them I'm the old guy that's still running. In a couple of weeks I'll be 63 years old, so it proves that you can keep running even as you get older. And I think running is just a great exercise. a good stress reliever, health-wise. I know it's been good to me, and a lot of times people ask me if I've won any money and anything like that, and I said, well, in a way I have, because I don't support the doctors as much. So in a way I've saved a lot of money. So yeah, I would promote anybody getting, if you can't go out, and I'm not saying everybody's got to be a marathon runner. They can go out, start with a program of just walking, pick up the pace with the walk, and then integrate some running in with that, and they can start seeing results. A lot of times when they start, it's very painful, but the pain will get less the better shape that they get in, and they'll enjoy it a whole lot more. Here in Alexander County, it's a beautiful place to live. The people's great. We have a lot of good places for recreation. You know, we got RockyFest Park if you like to hike or if you like to run the trails. We got Matheson Park. In fact, on Thursdays, that's where we take the kids. We come here to Y on Tuesdays, and that's where they run. So, I mean, you can come to the Y track, or you can go to the Matheson Park, or RockyFest, and there's other areas, Salem Park, up at Ellendale. So there's a lot of places. If you want to run and exercise, you can. And so we have a lot of opportunities right here in the county. And if you'd like to get involved with running, you know, you can contact me, Marissa Cooper, come out and run with us, or get you a partner. That's a good secret to stick with it if you got a partner, because that accountability, if your partner's going to be there to run or walk, then you're more likely to go. There's a lot of mornings I would not probably get up on my own if I knew my friends wasn't waiting for me to come and run with them. So Alexander County is a great place to live and a great place to run, great place to all kinds of recreation. I'd promote it highly.
Thanks, Gary. We're proud of your accomplishments and wish you many more years of good health and running success. We're here at Royale Komfort Bedding. They're located at 2320 All Healing Springs Road in the Ellendale community. It's my honor to be speaking with Mr. Russ Harrow. He is the general manager and co-owner here at Royale Komfort Bedding. And of course, that's Royale Komfort, comfort spelled with a K. But Russ, it's a pleasure to be here. You got a excellent facility here. You're looking at some of the inventory around us, folks, and he's got a lot of stuff in stock here, but they do a lot of custom mattresses here and just a wonderful job, and everything's made by hand and just made with pride right here in the foothills of western North Carolina, here in the Ellendale community of Alexander County. So Russ, he's going to tell us about the history of the company, what kind of products they have to offer, and just learn more about Royale Komfort Bedding in general. So Russ, tell us a little bit about the history of Royale Komfort Bedding.
Okay, Royale Komfort was started by the Childers family, that local people here in Ellendale, back in the early 80s. And current ownership was purchased in 1996, and the company's been here all that time, shipping throughout the southeast. But over the last few years, we actually ship throughout the whole United States and other foreign countries also. So we got local history, and then the world scene we've only been playing on the last 10 years, but we do ship quite a bit. Mattresses are not economic to ship too far unless you do specialty items, and that's what we've gotten into.
Yeah, I mean, you've talked to us a little bit about the custom stuff that you've done over the years. I mean, you even make mattresses for like NBA and NFL players. Sorry, is that right?
That is right. We make custom mattresses. We make the regular mattresses like everybody sleeps on, hospital type mattresses, healthcare and everything, but we do somewhat specialize in custom mattresses, such as odd sizes for boats, yachts, horse trailers, campers, and then of course the people that require larger mattresses or maybe a sturdier mattress, we do that, but we can make up to 120-inch long mattress here. We do round mattresses. We do all sorts of shapes and sizes.
Yeah, and I think you've got about, 8 employees here?
We do have 8 employees.
And they're all just pretty much, they live right around the plant here on All Healing Springs Road, if I'm correct.
That is right. I live 11 miles from the plant, and I drive the furthest of any employee. We have employees as close as 1 mile, and then the majority live within about 4 to 5 miles.
Yeah, and just walking through the plant, folks, it's amazing just to see the workers out here. Everybody's smiling, and they're taking their time. You can tell they take pride in their work. I mean, it's just amazing.
Absolutely. The first thing we stress, of course, is safety. We want all of our employees to go home in as good a shape as they came, and we do appreciate each employee as almost like a family member. We eat dinner together several times a year and eat for all the holidays, just little things that make it a special place. We all know each other's family and know the needs to take off for family events, trips with children or anything like that, or a special vacation, and everybody seems to pitch in and pull the other person's load when they're out. We're very fortunate to have that atmosphere.
Oh yeah, a happy worker's a good worker, so that's a good work ethic.
It is, and a worker that takes pride in what they do. That's very important. That can't be imported from China. It has to be homemade, and we do that well.
Well, I and along with others, we feel very fortunate to have Royale Komfort Bedding here in our community. I mean, y'all do some amazing work. I laid on a few of the mattresses before this interview, and I can personally attest, man, this is some quality materials here. And you're even showing us some of the pillow top mattresses that you make. And you do believe in flipping mattresses. And talking about the pillow tops, you make a double pillow top. So if you flip it, you got a pillow top on the other side.
That's right. We do some one-sided mattresses for special applications, but by far you get your most value from a two-sided mattress. Just like a set of tires on a car, if you can rotate them, you're going to get more life out of them. It's the same with a mattress. If you will rotate your mattress properly, you get the full use of it. It will last you longer and be more comfortable for you. So we like to go with the traditional two-side. It's funny, the industry back in 2007, to meet federal standards, went more to one-sided because they were easier to pass the fire test. And we were kind of stubborn. We held on the fact that we were going to do it both ways. We understood the benefits, economic benefits to one-sided, but we also understood the quality of two-sided. So we stuck with that. And now a few of the bigger companies are coming back around to the thought that we never left, and that is a two-sided mattress is more valuable.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's going to last the customer longer. Now, that leads into another question. One of the questions that most people have about mattresses, you know, there's all these misconceptions or whatever out there. How long should a mattress last someone? I know it depends on use. I guess you talk about someone who sleeps on their mattress every day. How long should a mattress last?
If a mattress is properly cared for, such as kept clean and kept rotated, and everyday use, it should last around 10 years. That can vary, though. Weight of a person does affect the length of a mattress and the time spent in it. You know, there's some people that are bed bound and have to stay in that mattress a lot more than the average people. Some people just naturally sleep longer than other people. Some people use their mattress as a piece of furniture to sit on. We'd rather them not do that because that does prematurely wear it. And then sometimes children like to get bouncy on them, and that can wear one out real quick too. As a whole, about 10 years with proper use and care is about the life of the mattress. They say that we shed our skin constantly and that skin cells can actually make it through your sheets and mattress protector. And I guess that could be true. I don't know about that. But dust mites also, no matter how clean you keep a home, you do have some dust mites and all. And that's why the big recommendations for changing the mattress out. But really, care and wear are the two biggest factors to the longevity.
There you go, folks. 10 years. So if you got a mattress you've been sleeping on for like 30 years, you need to come out here and see Russ, and he'll fix you up. They got some really quality stuff. They do all the quilting in-house and the construction of all the materials. And as far as frames and springs and stuff, you all that's U.S. made, and in a lot of cases, North Carolina as local as possible.
That's right. A lot of companies, when they start shipping or shopping for components, they start in China and work their way back. We start in Alexander County and work our way out. If we can find it closer, that's better. For example, fabrics, the majority of fabrics come from overseas now. That's just the way the economy has gone, but the majority of our fabric comes from 2 mills here in North Carolina still, and we're very proud and happy for that. And it needs to stay that way, where you deal local the best you can.
I like it. I like it a lot. Hey, now we briefly touched on the various industries that you serve. I know we talked about, for residential, healthcare. What are some other areas where you primarily sell mattresses?
Well, by far our largest part of our business is just residential mattresses, the regular twin, full, king, queen type mattresses like that. And then next largest would probably be healthcare, where it's in assisted living. We don't actually make mattresses that are in hospitals that inflate and deflate for bed sores and things, but we do make the mattresses for assisted living and nursing homes, applications like that, and certainly the beds that are adjustable for like an electric bed that goes up and down. We make those in healthcare fabric or in the regular, looks just like a regular residential bed. We make that. And then following that would be the specialty sector, where we make special size, special shapes. A lot of our businesses, and especially in summers, mattresses that go in yachts, boats, that have many different dimensions. They'll be beveled on the edges to fit in a certain section. They will be angled like the front of the boat, the bow. And then also, oftentimes they have to be hinged because they'll lift the part of the mattress up to get to a storage area, and that gets pretty complicated. But we truly do enjoy that type of work. It's something a little bit different and interesting, and you do have to slow down, take your time, and get it right.
Yeah. That is the ultimate customization there, boy. I tell you, y'all do a good job, and just you see all the mattresses behind us. I mean, you've got a good inventory, good stock. And speaking of that, I think you've got a big sale coming up here, right?
We do. We do an annual sale to serve the customers in this area. Typically, we manufacture for stores throughout the Southeast. But since we've been here for so long, a lot of people in the county, this is where they like to get their mattress. And to help them and to help us, we concentrate that on an annual sale. This year, it's April 7th through 11th. We don't do just one-day sale. We had done that in the past, but it's hard if somebody has something else planned to make it. So this year it starts on a Tuesday right after Easter and runs through Saturday. And during the week, for the 7th through the 10th, the hours will be 8 to 3 for their convenience. And then on that Saturday, we'll open at 8 in the morning and run through 12 noon. And that way we hope that it accommodates everyone to their schedule instead of us just making everyone bend to our sale schedule. We want to accommodate them to make it convenient for them to shop here.
Very good. So, folks, mark your calendar for April 7 through 11, 2015. You need to come see Royale Komfort Bedding and get your new mattress. And you got box springs and everything, right?
Yes, we're modern with our thoughts on box springs and support the foundation that goes under the mattress, but we're also traditional. We do many different facets of supporting the mattress. The industry as a whole has gone to a foundation, which is a wooden pallet, so to speak, that's covered, looks just like a box spring, and supports the mattress adequately in many ways. But when you get into a specialty type mattress or a mattress with a higher coil count, it's really good if you can put a working box spring, the old type box springs that we used to have. And so we still do those. We have what's called a Contract 81 box spring that goes under a lot of hospital bedding. It's a real workhorse. It can take a lot of abuse and take a lot of use. Our mattresses may see 8 hours of use a day, but in a healthcare situation, it can see 24 hours of use. And so we use those under that. Then we have a Hoover posturized box spring, which is a very unique new type mentality on box springs. Posturized meaning it has more support under the heavier part of our body. And then we have a semi-flex box spring, which only moves a margin. And then we do the foundations like the rest of the industry does also under cost-effective situations.
And it's just so cool. It's done right here in Alexander County. I mean, a lot of folks might not have known you were here. I've heard about you for years, and I'm coming out to your sale on one of those days, like I said, April 7th through 11th. So looking forward to that. We need us a good king-size mattress. So and speaking of that, I mean, this is part of our Buy Local campaign, these videos that we do here. So would you speak to the folks on why it's essential that people do buy locally and support local businesses?
Well, we all talk local, but then when it gets down to price, we start changing our minds. But there's some things built into that. First of all, to give you an example, this local sale is going to benefit an association tied in with our school system to help homeless children that we do have here in Alexander County and underprivileged children. So when you get local, that's the most important part of local. But to buy local, it's a cycle. If you spend your money local, hopefully that goes to fund other things so that you're buying the other employees' products and all. It's definitely something that has to start at home. You have to shop closest first, and if that company close is not what you need, the fit's not right, then look elsewhere. There's nothing wrong with shopping other places. In fact, I don't think we're the company for everybody. I think we are for most people, but certainly maybe not for everybody. And fair competition is just that. It's fair. But when you buy local, you are completing the cycle from government taxes to revenue to people's just basic income to fund their needs and wants.
Well said, Russ. Well said. All right. Well, tell the folks how they can get in contact with you here at Royale Komfort Bedding. Phone number, I know your website is royalekomfortbedding.com. That's RoyaleKomfortbedding.com. So royalekomfortbedding.com. And what's your phone number here?
Our phone here is 828, of course, 632-5631. They're welcome to call that. We do appreciate people looking at our website, and there again, what your tax dollars go for. Our website happened to be established from a grant that was given through the county to help us get a website years ago. We didn't really have the know-how and didn't know exactly where to go to look for that, and through the grant, that got us into the modern world, so to speak. So that kind of things, those dollars that were spent local go into taxing to help do things like that. So it's a big circle.
All right, folks. Well, again, this is Russ Harrow. He is the general manager and co-owner of Royale Komfort Bedding. Wonderful place you got here. Proud to have you in Alexander County, and we thank you for everything you do for our county. So appreciate you letting us come out today. Folks, we encourage you to buy local. Don't forget about the sale here at Royale Komfort Bedding, April 7th through 11th, 2015. Buy local, Alexander County. To learn more about our Buy Local Alexander County campaign, visit the Alexander County EDC website, alexanderedc.org, or give me a call, 828-632-1378. Buy local, Alexander County.
Welcome to the Library Corner. I'm Laura Crooks, the Director of the Alexander County Library, and I'd like to share with you a peek at what you can access with your library card. Today we'll look at some new titles, one you might have missed, and a little something for the season. New in fiction, take a look at Woman with a Gun by Philip Margolin. A single photograph, Woman with a Gun, captures novelist Stacey Kim's imagination, raising a host of compelling questions. Has the woman killed her husband on their wedding night? Is she going to commit suicide? Is she waiting for someone she plans to kill? Obsessed with finding answers, Stacey discovers that the woman in the photograph is Megan Cahill, suspected of killing her husband, millionaire Raymond Cahill, with the six-shooter on their wedding night. But the murder was never solved. To quote the critics, this novel is a riveting story reminiscent of classic detective stories of the 1930s. It shows that a classic mystery never goes out of style. New in nonfiction, you may enjoy Yesterday in North Carolina by Bruce Roberts. Prize-winning photographer Bruce Roberts has assembled a treasure trove of photos and stories that epitomize North Carolina from 1950 to 1980. Catch a glimpse of simple farmers and farmhouses, lighthouses, civil rights demonstrations, kids in orphanages, country doctors, tranquil nature scenes, and the everyday people of North Carolina's past. This collection of stunning color and black and white photos will make you long for a simpler time when old men played checkers on the sidewalk, farmers walked down the streets downtown in their overalls, and the general stores sold everything from penny candy to charcoal grills. It covers a time when North Carolina was still planting tobacco, plowing and harvesting with mules, but also a time of great change for the cities of Raleigh and Charlotte. Photographer Bruce Roberts caught the old ways and the upheaval of these years on film. And new in ebooks, Killing Patton by Bill O'Reilly. Readers around the world have thrilled to Killing Lincoln, Killing Kennedy, and Killing Jesus, riveting works of nonfiction that journey into the heart of the most famous murders in history. Now, from Bill O'Reilly, the anchor of the O'Reilly Factor, comes the most epic book of all in this multi-million selling series, Killing Patton. And the library has the book on the real bookshelf and the digital bookshelf. Link from our website at www.alexanderlibrary.org to our one-click digital bookshelf. If you have any questions about getting set up, call the library or the help number listed on their website. One title you might have missed, Pirate Latitudes by Michael Crichton. Booklist says it best. Crichton, who died in 2008, was known for primarily such high-tech thrillers as Jurassic Park and The Andromeda Strain. This new novel, found in manuscript form among his papers, is, of all things, a pirate novel. Set in 1665, it tells the story of Captain Charles Hunter, a privateer who's hired by the governor of Jamaica's Port Royal to steal a Spanish galleon and its cargo of gold treasure. But this is no typical pirate adventure either. It's actually a caper novel posing as a high seas adventure. Pirate fans will love the book for its flashy characters and historical authenticity. Crime fans will enjoy the caper novel structure and the way the author keeps them on their toes. If this really is Crichton's final book, it's a splendid send-off. Something new, different, and daring. And it's really hard to figure out the weather right now, so why not stay in and do something creative? The Nighttime Novelist by Joseph Bates is your guide to writing a novel after work. So many famous writers had day jobs. Stephen King was a high school English teacher, John Grisham was an attorney, Toni Morrison worked in publishing, and if you find yourself among the ranks of writers who steal moments late at night, this is the book for you. Whether you're just beginning your novel, wondering how to navigate its middle, or bringing it to a close, you'll find the instruction, exercises, and support you need to keep your story moving forward every time you sit down to write. I hope you'll visit us at the library and see how much more we have to offer.
Are you looking for something fun to do in April? Well, look no further. The ACC Barnstorming Tour is set for April 13th at 7:30 p.m. at Alexander Central High School. See the ACC stars from UNC, Duke, NC State, and Wake Forest battle some Alexander County folks that you probably know. In addition to the game, there will also be a three-point and a dunk competition. Tickets are only $10 in advance, and you can get them at ACHS, East Middle School, Urgent Care of Mountain View in Taylorsville, and PJ's Bethlehem Seafood and Steak. Tickets will be $15 at the door. A limited number of VIP tickets are also available, and they are $40 each. For more information or to purchase your tickets online, you may visit carolinabarnstorming.com. H&H Arena is hosting the U.S. Team Roping Championships North Carolina Classic April 18th through the 19th. Make plans to visit the arena, which is located on Ned Herman Road, for some professional rodeo action. This event is sure to attract competitors and spectators from across the state. Admission will be taken at the door. The Sugarloaf Volunteer Fire Department is planning a truck and tractor pull on Saturday, April 18th at 5 p.m. This annual event attracts hundreds of people, so make plans to arrive early as the gates will open at 3 p.m. Concessions will be available. Be sure to bring your lawn chair. Admission is only $12 for adults, $5 for kids under 12, and free for kids under 5. The truck and tractor pull will be held at 300 Old Wilkesboro Road Extension. Call 828-217-4816 for more information. The Hidnight Center is pleased to offer the Explore North Carolina Heritage Fair on April 22nd and 23rd at the Educational Complex, located at 70 Hidnight Church Road in Hidnight. Approximately 20 heritage demonstrators and artists will be on hand presenting their skills such as woodworking, soap making, pottery, basketry, butter making, quilting, and much more. Individuals and groups are welcome. Rates are only $5 a person, $3 for senior adults, or free for kids under age 5. As always, find out more about these events and more at our tourism website. Visit alexandernc.com. There you'll find a complete calendar of events, information about places to visit in Alexander County, restaurant listings, and much more. Thanks for watching this episode of Alexander County Now, and be sure to spread the word about our program with your friends and family. We hope you have a great April 2015.